Hey guys, welcome back. Bodie 101 here, and we're back in the world of Modlife, picking up right after we left off. So last episode we made our cool little flawless calculator that is super fun and exciting. So this episode I'm going to start working on something that I've never dealt with. So there's no way this could go horrifically wrong. There's no way. It's not possible. It's not possible. I'm going to harvest sugarcane. Oh, it went better than I thought. Just kidding. That's not what I'm doing. Okay, so what we're going to work on is a mod called Logistics Pipes. Okay? So let's go ahead and bring that up. Like I said, I have watched a couple things on this, but I have never personally done it. And to be dead honest with you, I'm a little frightened. So we are going to have to make some basic things. So... ooh. Okay, so logistic pipes, not super easy to make. Okay, so we're going to need some of those. We're going to need, let's see. No. Statistics table. We are going to need the RF power provider. Okay. So it looks like we're probably going to go with some of the... I guess I could get into the chipset stuff. You know what? Maybe we'll start that. By the way, this is probably going to be, because I am a little fuzzy on this, this is probably going to be kind of a multi-episode thing. So let's go ahead and look up assembly table. Alright, so to make an assembly table, we just need some obsidian... some diamond gears, which is, okay, that's not too bad. And then some redstone. And then to make the, what mod is this? This is BC Silicon. Let's just bring up the whole mod. BC Silicon. Okay, there we go. And we are going to have to make some of these. God, that's just a lot of diamonds. All right. Let's start working on this. So we are going to need some obsidian. Which I know I have somewhere. Just take a moment, Odie. I know I have it. I've used it. I know you guys have already seen it, and you're pointing, and you're yelling at your screens, and you're saying, it's right there! Oh my god! Really? Am I missing it? Obsidian. I don't know why saying it like that helps me. Maybe I don't have any. I'm not crazy, right? I'm not seeing any obsidian. All right. That's fine. Luckily, with our flawless calculator, all we have to do is go ahead and grab ourselves... let's just grab ourselves a cool stack here. And let's make sure this is in flawless crafting. Open it up, and then we just go like so. And there's some obsidian. All right, cool. And then we're going to need a decent amount of diamonds. We have 19. Is this thing running again, by the way? Oh, I need to turn it back on. This may not be the fastest machine that we have. Let's do that. Okay. That should get this thing back up and running. There we go. It should run pretty fast here at the beginning. Let's grab these 4 diamonds. Oh, we can make diamonds out of gold, can't we? That's right, I forgot. And gold, we got a decent amount of. Let's do that. Let's pop in here. Oh, this thing is a godsend is what it is. It's a godsend, kids. Boom. There's 32 diamonds. No big deal. No big whoop. There we go. So we got some diamonds. All right, so we're going to need some diamonds. And we're going to need... a few pieces of gold. We're going to need a piece of iron. We're going to need a little bit of redstone, which we got an abundance of. All right. So let's go in here. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to first want to make ourselves a gold gear, like so. And then we surround that bad boy with some diamonds. And there's that. And I believe from memory it was this, and finally this and this. Yeah. All right, so we're going to set this up here in our kind of our tech room here. So we'll go ahead and put this here. Okay. Now we're going to make a couple of these lasers. And let's see. So I think we pretty much just needed the same thing. Yeah, obsidian, redstone, and diamonds. Let's get ourselves... Let's actually just grab ourselves a stack of redstone and see how many of these bad boys we can make. So let's do that. We make ourselves 5. What are we actually out of? I think we're actually out of the obsidian, so it's not too bad. I will need to go get some... Oh yeah, I forgot about that whole Eureka mod. Yeah, we haven't touched that in a while, have we? I think we can use birch. Let's use birch, because I hate birch, so... Not as much as I hate acacia, but I'm not a big fan of birch. Alright, there we go. So let's make... Now we'll make one more. I think we'll cover us for now. Alright, there's that. Perfect. Okay, there's one more laser for us. Nice. Nice, nice. Alright, and then we'll grab these. I know I can make better ones, but for now... And actually, I need a flux point, too. And let's go ahead and grab one of these. And let's go get this set up. Alright, so we have... What do we have? 6 of them? Yeah, so we'll go like this. Okay. And then we'll go like this. Alright, and now we'll hook up the power here. We'll put this on power output. Is this working? Is my power output... I mean, I know it's going to the... Do they not have power in them until they need the power? Let's do a little test here. So, we put some redstone in here. We can make a redstone chipset. Still not 100% sure... Restricted. I'm still not 100% sure about the settings on these things. Public. Is that doing anything? No? Okay. Send mode. Largest first? No. What about smallest first? Why are you not working? This thing is set to power output. Okay. We'll do priority 1. Okay. So that should give this priority over the... Oh, this thing's driving me crazy. Largest first. So see, this is what this is set at. This is the power output. Is the name of this one. I think it's all going to the quarry, unfortunately. See, the quarry's still running, which... I want the quarry running, don't get me wrong. At the same time, I'm going to need this thing to work. We basically just need... We really need to just get into getting bigger power, which might actually have to be higher up on the agenda for us. This is turned on. Are these all drained? See, this thing just drains these... The quarry... See, okay, here's the problem with the quarry. Maybe this is something I can work on. Maybe that's the issue. Is... I think we have to go to our quarry and turn down the max. Because right now, the quarry's running, like, on full speed, right? It's going kooky. And... You know, we're going to have to take a trip to our quarry real quick. It's basically, the quarry will run faster the more power you give it, right? So the more juice you're giving it, the faster it'll run, which you know is fine, which is good because we want it to run faster. The only problem is, like, we were able to run the quarry off just the water wheel, right? And it wasn't super fast. I could have took our portal. It wasn't super fast, but it got its job done, okay? Well, now it's basically, it's just power hungry. You know, any power it can get, it's going to take, right? Please say it's daytime. Okay, good. All right. So any power it can take, it's going to take it. So And, you know, the calculator mod and a lot of these are stuff that I've never dealt with until now. Oh, okay, and we got some mobs coming in. All right, good, good. Good to know, good to know. Don't! Okay, see, this thing is spitting out. Why is this spitting out? See, now our quarry isn't even moving. For now, let's do this. For now, let's do this. I'm going to pick this up. Okay. He's going to shut off our quarry for a while, which is fine. The quarry running, like I said before, is very much something that can run in between episodes. It's not anything that needs to be running while we're here. So, and I'll probably in between episodes make some better things to hold power. And I'll mess with it and tweak it a little bit. So, all right. So, are we getting juice to it now? See, we're not even getting power to it. This should be able to run through these. Power output. That's a flux point. Because we look here. See, we're not even getting power coming in. Where's all the power going? It can't be going to the quarry. The only things I have for power are these machines, the quarry, and now this. And we got, like, no juice coming in. Let's actually shut... Oh, there we go. Okay. All right, there we go. So I don't know what that is. You would think that transfer... Oh, transmitter. Yeah, I read that wrong. That would explain it. Okay, so this started working, but we just basically ran out of juice. All right. Well, I'm going to make a huge power bank and just let it sit here and just charge up and charge up and charge up and charge up, so we're good. So, all right, so let me kind of show you what we're trying to do here. So we want to start making some of these chipsets. So the redstone chipset is the most basic. It just takes redstone. Iron chipset, pretty simple. Gold, same thing. Diamond, same thing. Pulsating chipset, a little bit different, but we actually get 2 out of that. That's not bad. Quartz chipset, pretty simple. Redstone comp chipset. That's a little bit. I really haven't used those before. And then, of course, emerald chipset. And then we have some other things, other different tables. Like I think charging table is something we'll eventually make. That's good for charging up tools and stuff like that. So, all right. So let's grab ourselves a little bit of iron. Maybe like 12. We'll go 16. All right. So now, unfortunately, we're kind of being held at bay by... Oh, it made one. It made one. I got to get a chest. I forgot about the chest. Okay. There. Flagging. I should have some chests right over here. Boom. Okay. Yeah, so it basically automatically outputs. And if it has no place to go, it's just going to throw it on the floor. So, all right. So if you notice, we throw the iron in here. Now we have other choices we can make. Man, this is literally just taking the power when it comes in. And we want these to be like green. I think blue means that they're running perfectly. So let's let this one go. It's just these power banks. These ones suck. I know I got to get rid of these. But these ones, I mean, they hold 400,000 RF. And we got a lot of power coming in. Let's see. Where are we in the video? We may actually, before we get into logistics pipes, need to find out. Because this is great. Now, by putting all these... transmitters and weather stations and all that stuff, and it does reduce the amount of time and does make a little bit more it's coming in. But basically what's happening is the power is hitting it, and because we don't have any power stored anywhere, it's shooting into this until the power is gone, and that's it. And I don't understand why this isn't bringing in this stuff. See, this should be bringing in from the windmill. Windmill, public. So even when there's not power coming in, there should still be a little bit generating from that. Let me make sure there's nothing weird on here. Turn that off, maybe? Is that what it is? Okay, now they're going. Yeah, whatever that transmit thing is, I need to stop playing with that. Okay, so this, I think now it's running out of juice, but it is constantly running because it is running off of the windmill power. So that's pretty good. So as you can see, we got another one of these in, and it's almost done with the next one. When this one's done, we'll go ahead and get our iron chipset going. We'll shut that off and let this go. Alright, I gotta start messing with that transmit thing. Let's actually run down here. So we are gonna need to find some more power. And I'm gonna work in between episodes on making a better power bank. Alright, so we got this. This is you know what, let's make its own. No, because then I gotta make a whole separate thing. It should still pump in under this one. They should both be able to pump in under the same one. If not, I'll just make a flux. Wait, you know what? I'm dumb. Oh my god. The reason it's not getting power from there is because that right there is not a flux plug that sends power. That is a flux point that receives power. So, yeah, nothing's been coming out of this thing. So let's pick that up. We can use that later for better things. Oh, my God. And let's look up a flux plug real quick. Hold on. I gotta remember how to make it. Flux plug. Eye of Ender and reinforced iron block. I can do that, I think. Yeah, I can do that. Alright, so reinforced iron. We'll get 9 of these. I feel dumb. Alright, we'll grab one of these, and we'll grab one of these. Let's just put this in. And I know I'm not getting, I can put it in my pulverizer. Don't care right now, to be complete honest with you. And then let's do this. Alright, perfect. And then we'll get in our calculator and go to dynamic crafting. And I believe it was this and this. Yeah, there's our flux plug. Alright, so let's now go set this up over here and actually start getting some of the power out of this stupid water wheel. It's annoying because I'm dumb. And windmill. And now it's transmitting power to our power system. And the funny part is I set that thing up and played in here for hours. Hours, I tell you. You guys don't care. You guys don't care. See, now look, it's green. That means it's going to be running faster. And it goes down to yellow. But still. So we already got an iron chipset made. So we can kind of work on those. So you can see that this stuff just drains so quick. So I'm thinking of making just a big power bank and just let it fill up. And the bad thing is this isn't on a server. So there, you know, it's not like anything runs when I'm off, even if I had a world anchor or a whatchamacallit, a chunk loader. See, blue, that's prime. That's prime. That's when it's cooking. Doesn't look like it, but it's not going to last long. Yeah, so I can't put in a chunk loader and let this place just run independently. I have to be on here, so I just have to basically stand here in between episodes. So, but I will do it for you guys. All right, guys, well, we're going to wrap things up there. That kind of went a little bit different than I had planned and anticipated in reference to the getting into logistics pipes, but we will start getting some of this stuff prepped. We do have the stuff we need now to be able to make the chipsets, which are going to be pretty important in a lot of these recipes, I think. So, and we do have a little bit of power coming in. So, all right, guys. Well, hey, hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Questions, comments, concerns, put it down in the comments section. And until the next episode of Modlife, I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.